When you think March, you think it comes in like a lion and it goes out like a lamb. But the Florida Department of Health in Polk County wants you to think and wants you to know that March is National Nutrition Month. And they always have something going on there, and that they want to educate the folks here in Polk County as to better lifestyles, things along that lines. And joining us in studio to talk about a couple programs that are going on here in Polk County is Suzanne Wright. She's the interim director and the director for the Women and Infant Children Program for Florida Department of Health in Polk and Hardee County. How you doing, Suzanne?
Great.
And also joining us is Bernice Bass. She's the Senior Public Health Nutrition Supervisor for the Polk and Hardee County WIC programs, Florida Department of Health in Polk and Hardee County. So welcome, Bernice. How you doing?
Thank you. Good. How are you?
Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. I don't bite. I growl, but I don't bite. Well, let's talk a little bit for the folks at home. What exactly is WIC? What is Women and Infant Children?
The WIC program is a federally funded program that started in 1974. And the money is administered through USDA to the states to provide services for the community. And in Florida, it is the Florida Department of Health gives the money out to each county to provide services. It's a nutrition program, a supplemental nutrition program for infants, for children, and for women, pregnant women, and non-pregnant women, and breastfeeding women.
Okay. Now, who's eligible for WIC?
Eligibility is ranked by financial, 185% of poverty level. If somebody is on Medicaid, they will be financially eligible, but then we still need to have another reason to be on WIC. It would be pregnant women, it would be postpartum women up to 6 months, and breastfeeding women, infants, and then children up to the age of 5.
Now, the reason that this is important is obviously nutritional reasons.
Right.
But when that term is used, what's meant by nutritional reasons?
Nutritional reasons that clients need to be eligible by our federally guidelines provide our ranking. It can be underweight, overweight. We want to try to help medical reasons, or it could be a nutritional problem that people have. So WIC provides nutritional foods, milk and cheese and juice, and then also nutrition instruction, and breastfeeding instruction and education, and referrals to other programs.
Now, the program's been around since 1974, and as with any government program, there's always change with the program. What are some of the new changes that we're looking at in the program?
We are very excited. We have gone to electronic benefits transfer, and it means an EBT card. And in the past, we used to give clients a coupon or voucher for their foods. In WIC, they only can redeem the vouchers for select foods, nutritionally foods that we have given to them. And so they are given those. But now we have EBT cards, so it's much easier for clients to go in the store. It's faster. There's no stigma. They can just swipe the card at the store for the foods that they are eligible to purchase. They're given amount of foods for a month that they can purchase. But now with the EBT card, they can get one item at a time, or they can get all of them at one time.
And as with anything card-wise, they can always, one of the cooler things that's they have the eligibility of looking how much of their balance is?
Right, they can look at the balances online, or at the store they get a printout of their shopping list. They also have a PIN so that there's a little bit more control of fraud, because the individual has to PIN it and use it when they go to the store. There's a less amount of money for the vendors. The vendors have less loss because they only get the foods that are on the card.
Talk about the advantages of in the event that the card is lost or stolen and it still has money on it.
Right. In the past, with the cards, with the checks, they used to lose their benefits if they lost it. So this has been a big advantage that they can.
Within Polk County, how many people does WIC serve?
In Polk County, 21,300 approximately. So it's a big program. They usually receive benefits for a month to 2 months or 3 months at a time. So,
let's talk a little bit about the foods. What foods does a participant receive?
The foods that they receive would be 1% or fat-free milk for children 2 years or older and all pregnant women. And for children 1 to 2, they receive whole milk because they need that extra fat for development. They receive select cereals that are low in fat and sugar, cereals, and they receive juices that are pure juice, a dozen eggs, and now, which is a change, they get whole wheat bread or brown rice or corn tortillas. And they also get a voucher for fruits and vegetables that they can purchase.
Let's talk a little bit about enrollment. How can people enroll in the program?
We have 8 sites in Polk County, and they can call any of those sites. There's 2 in Lakeland, there's 1 in Haines City, there's 1 in Auburndale, there's 1 in Lake Wales, Winter Haven, Bartow, and then Wauchula. And we do have some clinics on Saturday for those that work. And so they can call for an appointment, and we can get them in usually very soon after they call.
There's a desperate need for this within our community, but what benefit does WIC provide to the community?
It provides nutritious foods for families. It provides a medical assessment for hemoglobin and height and weight of children and the pregnant women. We provide a lot of nutrition education for the clients, breastfeeding support and education, and so it's a benefit for all.
I feel like we've just hogged the conversation. I'm sorry, Bernice, but we'll talk a little bit with you. Now we know that March is National Nutrition Month. What does that mean to the residents here?
National Nutrition Month is just an opportunity each year for us to celebrate nutrition and to get back to the root of what healthy eating and what healthy nutrition is about. And this year the theme is enjoy the taste of eating right. And the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has just wanted us to remember that it's okay to eat healthy and to enjoy the taste of our food at the same time. Taste is such a big factor that influences our food choices, and it's just important to find the right balance between the foods that taste good to us and the foods that are helpful for us.
Talk about the importance of yes, it is a month-long program, but really it should be a year-long, a lifelong program.
Right, right. It's a lifetime choice to eat right and to be healthy because of the nutrients that we get from our foods that provide us the health benefits that we need in life.
Now, in tune with this, what exactly are nutrient-rich foods and beverages?
Nutrient-rich foods and beverages would be those foods that provide us with the vitamins and minerals, the carbohydrates, the proteins that we need for healthy living and the health benefits that they provide. Yet at the same time, they tend to be lower in calories. So they're things like fresh fruits and vegetables, or fruits and vegetables in general, whole grains, lean and low-fat meats and fish and beans and nuts and low-fat dairy products and all those things in the right portion sizes.
You know, when I was in the military, you just kind of walk in the store and you grab what you need and
Right.
you don't think anything about it. Now at my age, I find myself with my little cheater glasses and I'm reading the contents of,
Right.
of what's in, because basically what I'm putting in me is what's going to go on with me. So obviously, what are some of the tips for healthy eating that you can give the folks?
Well, besides reading food labels and paying attention to what's in the food, just selecting a good variety of foods from the food groups. My Plate has a good design to it to be able to have a viewpoint of how to eat healthy. For example, half the plate could be full of fruits and vegetables, followed by a small amount of whole grains such as brown rice or whole grain noodles or pasta, lean meats or protein, and then the low-fat dairy products. And also replacing, if you're a person that drinks a lot of sweetened drinks, replace those with water. They'd have no calories in them. Just eating a good variety of the healthier foods and limiting the things like the cookies and the cakes and the chips and the snack foods and things.
Talk about the importance of water within the diet. I was taught in the military, you know, it was nothing for us to go through at least a gallon of water a day, you know,
Right.
depending upon where we were. Talk about the importance, you know, that simple water could do for you.
Right. Water just helps to digest your foods and absorb your nutrients and cleanse your body of impurities, and it just hydrates your body, so it's very important. And it's usually free, and it's usually, you know, available.
I'm like the camel at the water fountain out here. They're going, get out of the way, get out of the way. Now, what else is there important for healthy living?
Exercise is a very important component of living healthy besides, you know, eating healthy like we've talked about. Most adults need a good 30 minutes of exercise on most days of the week, and children a good 60 minutes or so. And the good thing is that it can just be simple things like taking a brisk walk on a lunch break or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, and it doesn't all have to be at one time. It can be broken up throughout the day to, you know, a 15-minute walk here and a 15-minute play outside with your kids when you get home at night to get you to your total. It doesn't all have to be at once.
Here at the county building, we've got 5 floors, and recently they installed these little, they encourage you to take the steps, and it shows you how many calories you're burning as you go up the steps. I thought that was one of the coolest things. I find myself taking the steps more just to read the calories. Well, ladies, I want to thank you for coming in today and letting us know all the information and all the great things that you've got going on over there.
Thank you.
And you folks at home, I want to encourage you to make sure you get involved in March and participate in eating healthier. And if you've got any questions, the folks over at the Florida Department of Health in Polk County can help you out. It doesn't matter whether it's nutrition information or part of the Women and Infant Children's Program, the WIC program. If you need to know any more information about any of it, you can give them a call at 863-519-7900, extension 11074, or you can go to the web and check out the information on mypolkhealth.org.